This is the one on TQuest. You're tuned to the TQuest show with DJ El Nino. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. Shout out to all our listeners out there, new and old. I want to let you all know that we appreciate each and every one of you. A lot of people have been contacting us lately, like, where are you guys? Where are you guys? Because you guys missed us so much. But you have to remember, we are entrepreneurs. We are CEOs. We have a lot of companies that need a lot of attention, but you already know that the TQuest show with DJ Anita is very special to our heart. And just a reminder, when you guys harass us, that where you at means you guys definitely appreciate the show. And if you haven't already, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM, at DJ El Nino, at Gotta Love Me Radio. Download your TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store for free, and make sure you sign up for our mailing list on the website gottalovemeworld.com, where you can find Gotta Love Me Radio, home of the music and conversations you want to hear. GLM Designs here to cater to all your graphic needs. GLM merch, because my personal opinion is hoodie season all year round because it does rain in Florida. GLM Voice, because I am the voice goddess. And just remember that we built our brand to help each and every one of you, whether you're an artist, whether you're an entrepreneur. Everyone has a moment to elevate and increase in life. And you already know we got to pay some bills. We're our own company. So I want you guys to tell me, GLM, what
Hey,
up?
you.
Me?
Yes, you.
What up?
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level?
Hell yeah.
GLM Designs can help you with just that.
Word?
From laptop skins,
You lying.
promotional flyers,
Yo, son.
promo videos,
I need that.
OBS Twitch overlays and backgrounds,
Hey, yo, let me get that.
professional one sheets, and so much more.
Oh my God.
Please visit our
I'm on
website,
it right now.
gottalovemeworld.com, today to check out our designs.
Got it.
Follow us on social media at Gotta Love Me World.
Follow it.
GLM Designs are here to take care of all your graphic needs.
And you know this is true, but at the same time, the TQuest show with DJ Anita is very special. We interview a lot of people, from regular folks to celebrities to music artists to chefs. You know, we're just a popular show because we like to know your story, the cry behind your grind. So if you ever want to be a guest,
The TQuest show with DJ El Nino. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. If you think you can handle being a guest on the show, contact us today. We've interviewed independent artists to mainstream, regular folk to celebrities. You never know who's going to be our special guest, and one day it may just be you. Follow us on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM and DJ El Nino. El Nino. El Nino.
Mic check. Am I
Ew,
good?
you're good.
There it is. Let's get this.
How you doing today, Nino?
Doing fantastic. It's been a long time, but I'm back again.
I know that's right. So before we get into today's show, we always like to congratulate people on their greatness, because a lot of people out here grinding, hustling, working hard. And I tell you, it's not about being conceited. It's not about being full of yourself. At the end of the day, you work hard. So it's okay for you to get your flowers while you're here.
Yeah.
Now, won't you tell the people the exciting news that you received today?
I just found out that I'm the winner of Best Mix Show Skills Blends DJ with the SEA Awards. You know what I mean? Another thing to put on the mantle.
Now, were you shocked that you won? And congratulations.
I kind of was. Because I didn't lean into the nominations. I didn't lean into the voting. But people just naturally and organically voted for me. So I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I damn sure appreciate that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And
Mark,
my
what
thing
up?
is, yes, shout out to DJ Mark Edwards and shout out to the beautiful Chanel Narcissist.
Shay, what up?
And she said, congratulations,
Appreciate
Nino.
that.
Here's my thing, right? Even though we didn't lean heavy into telling people about it. Shout out to DJ Warlock from Florida.
Florida Fleet, what up?
Okay, so we got Missouri, we got Baltimore, we got Florida in the building. All right, shout out to the people that come in early. No,
Facts.
but on the real, even though you didn't push hard, like tell people to vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. It's not even about that. It's all about your gift and it's all about your talent.
Facts.
You don't have to harass people because sometimes it does get to that level. Every day, all day to vote for you. You were nominated for a reason.
Facts.
You won for a reason. That means people already are aware of your gifts and your talents, and that's why you won the award.
I
You know what
definitely
I'm
appreciate
saying?
that. I appreciate that.
Abs-
But I legit was surprised. You know what I mean? If I knew that, I'd have took that drive. You know what I mean? I'm for real.
Well, you know what?
But I appreciate that.
There's always next year.
There's always next year. There's always
And
next
we
year.
all know. Shout out to DJ Grams in the building.
Appreciate that, Grant.
All right, now speaking of greatness, one of our little radio station, Hits Cartel was telling us about an artist, right? And I was like, who is the person? They
Who that is?
better be hot.
That
You
part.
know?
That part.
Because at the end of the day, everyone has a dream. Everyone wants to, fulfill. And sometimes you're not always that great, but we don't want to knock nobody down. So we're always curious when people bring artists our way. And I just want to say that listening to the music of today's artists put a smile on my face, which is a great thing, because if you guys are fans of the T-Quest show, we have a variety of artists that come on the show.
Facts.
Okay. Some of us win us over with their personalities.
Yep.
Some of them win us over with their music.
And
they don't
combination of both.
Exactly. Or sometimes they don't have neither. You guys know on the show, sometimes we have celebrities up here, very talented with no personalities,
Yep.
and then we have celebrities that are popular, not much talent. So you just never know the combination. And this young man, I think his music is dope, right?
Right.
But I'm curious to hear his backstory, and I'm curious to see if we like his personality. Because it all goes hand in hand, okay? So without further ado, we're gonna bring on Mr. H is Blakknewz.
Hey, what it do? What it do? What's going on? NINO, TQuest, what's happening?
Here what's happening.
Let me turn you over.
All right, so
What's
if you
up?
can,
What's
just
up?
turn your mic
I
up
got
a
him. I
little
got him.
bit.
I got him.
Thank you. Hey.
It says Black News, so let me stop. All right, he's back.
All right, so
Yeah, there you go.
there you go. So before we get started, let the people know who you are and where you're from.
Okay, Mr. H is Blakknewz. Rap artist out of Dallas, Texas.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yep.
Now, off the rip, I'm very curious. Where did your name stem from?
That's crazy. Every interview that I do, they like, man, where did you get this long name from? Where's your name? Okay, so Mr. H is Blakknewz. It's like my two different personalities. You get Mr. H and you get Blakknewz. Mr. H is more the business person, the one who handle everything with some sense. Blakknewz is more the raw, uncut, put it in your face. Nah, it needs to happen now kind of personality. You know what I mean? So, in different situations, in different, like situations, like you get different personality. In this situation, you'll get the business person, the business mind, and in a different situation, you'll get, that raw, uncut, unfiltered person. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. I just chose to name my personality.
Okay, okay. I respect that. There's nothing wrong with having
Yeah.
both sides. I think having both sides is genius. even when it comes to business, I tell artists just because you're an artist does not mean you have to always wear the artist hat. Sometimes you need that business hat to handle your business. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
That part.
definitely. You got
Definitely that
definitely.
part.
It's 90% business, 10% music. That's what they say. So it's a lot of business that go on after you record a record. That's the easy part.
For some people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, sometimes there are some artists, it's hard to write, it's hard for them to record, where the engineer and the producer have to punch in every
Oh
line,
my God.
you
Oh
know.
yeah, 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 yeah. I get that. I
But
get that. Yeah, yeah,
overall,
yeah.
I understand. You say you're from Dallas, Texas?
Yeah, Dallas, Texas. The Triple D, Dirty, Dirty Dallas.
Oh, I didn't even know they was dirty. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All
That's that
right.
Triple D. You know what I'm saying? They got the Triple D hat. You know what I mean? Got to wear the Triple D gear. You know,
See,
Dirty,
that's what I'm
Dirty
talking
Dallas
about.
representing.
Absolutely. Promo all day. As you can tell from our backgrounds, even our promo shirts, that's what it's all about. You have to be your own personal model for your
Facts.
business, your brand, and what you represent. So kudos to you.
Definitely,
Now, with you
definitely.
being an artist from Dallas, Texas, are you one of those artists that is well known, or you feel like you one of the artists that everyone needs to know?
I like that.
I'm the artist that everybody needs to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm that person that people need to know because the music is dope. The lyrics is dope. Beats is dope. Subject matter is dope. Uh, the music is motivational. Uh, it's a lot. It's just a lot of dopeness to Mr. Ages Black News. So people definitely need to know who I am. Definitely, I'm that artist.
Okay, okay. Well, let me ask you one more question before Nino asks you a question. As an artist, we know, especially in today's society and in the hip hop culture, a lot of people are emulating one another more. There's nothing wrong with studying other artists or people to, elevate and increase with whatever you're doing. But sometimes it comes to the point that if everyone's the same, it's cliche and it's boring, right? And that's why you get tired of it. Now,
Right.
tell us something that genuinely makes you a unique artist.
Okay. Something that genuinely makes me a unique artist. Um, It's just the motivation in the music. A lot of, like you said, a lot of artists, emulate other artists. Because they see them being successful. I would say mostly. Um, so they kind of copy, what their success has brought with other artists. But for me, it's the motivation in the music. It's that's what it is. Just the motivation in the music. How I talk to you in my songs. How you can relate. As a business person in the songs. Um, one who's straightforward. Um, yeah. So that's the uniqueness. Besides the name.
Okay. Okay. Which is, like you said, very long. But the best part about it, it's easy for you to have social media pages because I'm pretty sure no one has that name or spells it like that.
Right, yeah. Every time that I meet somebody out and about and I put my Instagram in they search, I just put MRH and it pop up, the first name. So yeah, that's a uniqueness in itself right there.
Absolutely. DJ El Nino.
Yeah, how long you been professionally rapping?
Professionally. Can you explain with like
Well,
professionally
what
like
I mean, I know a lot of people been, rapping, like, but I mean, really seriously took it seriously and started recording his songs.
well, I took it serious about 3 years. I say I took it serious because I actually started putting in money to invest.
Okay.
Before that, I would go as a hobby to go record songs because I liked it. It was something that I like to do. You know what I mean? But like professionally, like about 3 years ago when I really start actually putting all of my money into trying to make it move. So I say, yeah, about 3 years professionally.
Okay. All right, I like that. I like that. What would you consider, not the two songs that you just submitted us, um, what would you consider like one of your better songs? Like if I wanted to check out your catalog, give me two songs I need to check out.
Winter Blues and Shout Out.
Why that?
Winter Blues, man, it's telling the story. It's like from the soul, and I feel like everybody, I mean, like everybody, black, white, Mexican, can relate to Winter Blues. Um, Shout Out is because I'm talking to a specific group of people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm talking to the people that got it out the mud. You know what I mean? The people that grinded from $1 and made it to $10, then turned it to 100, then 1,000, and so on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And everybody, the like just people, not a certain group of people, just like people, the grinders, the hustlers, the business men and women, they can relate to that. You know what I mean? And that's what Shout Out is about.
All right. Now in these past 3 years, since you've been serious about this craft, what was your first reaction when you heard somebody who you did not know, not part of your circle, playing your music out in public?
It gave me an assurance, not to be over confident or cocky, but I already knew that the music was good. You know what I mean? Because when I sit down and take my time and write my lyrics, I think about how it can relate to certain people. But then when I actually put it in the ears, in the face of somebody who I don't know, who's not even from Texas, and they actually liked it, it was like, okay, I knew I had it. It like gave me that assurance. Like,
Facts.
okay, you need to keep going, because sometimes like I wake up and I be like I wouldn't have no messages to say that song went hard, or nothing, like nothing to give me an indication that I need to keep going. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it's just like, okay, like this person heard it. They from 1,200 miles away. They don't have no kind of culture similarities, no kind of nothing, and they actually like the song and the music. So it was just like gave me that assurance to keep going.
All right, there it is. That's facts because that's real. When people who aren't in your circle start hitting you up like, yo, I like that. You know what I mean? That's definitely that reassurance that you're going the right way. You know what I mean? I like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like that.
because people in your circle, they tend to be yes men. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Just because I don't know if they don't want to hurt your feeling, they don't want to kill your dream, or they just don't want to be straight up, but they just be like, yeah, yeah, that go hard right there. Yeah, 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 they go hard right there. Like every song when they go hard, like come on, you don't find a flaw in none of these. Like, come on, man. Like so yeah, you gotta get outside your circle.
All right, now I got a question. Following
Yeah.
up on that on the circle. Now there's songs that your circle was like, yo, that's hot, and you listen to it about a year or two later, you're like, yo, son, what's up with that?
Say it one more time. It kind of broke
All
up.
right. Now, were there songs that you put out that your crew was like, yo, that's hot, but when you
Yeah.
listen to it a year or two later, you think, yo, what was I doing?
Yeah, it's a few songs. It's a bunch of songs like that. You know, I let a person hear it. Be like, yeah, yeah, bro, you good, yeah, push that. Then like, yeah, a year later, or even like a day later or a week later, it'd be like, nah, this don't sound good, man. One, the mix ain't right. The lyric, I could have said something better. The beat, it sounded good, but now it don't sound as good. You know, it's always like that. You
Facts.
know what I mean? It's always like that. So, um, you just gotta find what you gotta get behind and be confident in what you putting out. You know what I mean? And then if it don't work, shit, try something different.
There it
Try
is.
it a different way. Tweak the beat. Tweak what you were saying, how you were saying it. you know, that's what it is.
All right. TQuest, what up?
I want to commend you on your responses. How you address the fact how important it is to invest in your career. Disclaimer, I'm not saying just because someone throws an opportunity at you that you just got to jump on it. No, because every opportunity is not a great opportunity. That's where that business part come into play. But knowing that saying it takes money to make money is real. You just have to know who to work with, who to deal with. But eventually, you're still gonna have to come out of
Hmm.
pocket, no matter how hot you are as an artist. In some part of your career, you're
Definitely.
gonna have to do it just like entrepreneurs. So I commend you on that. Secondly, when it came to you mentioning which songs is like your favorite outside of the ones you sent in, I'm glad that you wasn't a cliche. Because a lot of artists like, oh, all my songs is hot. I can't pick one. Trust me, all your songs is not hot. Yes, but that's what they do. I'm like, you have to be honest. You have to be real with yourself. Just like when it comes to
Yeah.
your teammates and your entourage, you may love me as an artist, but I need you to not hear from a friend's perspective. I need you to hear from a consumer's perspective or an
Right.
industry perspective because I don't want to put all garbage out there because I know you're going to rock with me regardless. I need to see if everybody else is going to rock with me. But at the same time, we can't even fault those people because in their mind, they just love us so much that no matter what we do, it's just great to their ears. And sometimes
Right.
consumers like anything, and when you like that, like it happens all the time. So we can't really be that shocked. But my question for you is because I can tell you are a groomed artist that took time out to learn the business, know how important it is to make sure your sound is right, mixing and mastering, lyrics, cadence. You sound like a seasoned artist, which is a beautiful thing. Now, did you grow up having people in the music industry? Did you have the opportunity to work with greats so you can emulate them and have positive mentors? What happened in your life that helped you groom to be the professional artist that you are today?
Trial and error.
Mhm.
Everything I did, I learned, and I not everything, because it was people along the way that gave me pointers and guided me in the right direction or whatever. But everything, most of everything that I know and I see now is through trial and error. I had to waste a lot of money to know where to spend money. I had to go through tons and tons of DJs to know which DJs was it. I had to everything, most things, like I said, it was trial and error. So if I didn't know something, I just figured it out. Okay, I know I'm supposed to be recording, but I don't know what I need to do after that. Okay, let me wait. What you supposed to do? I see people going to the club. Okay, well let me go to the club and try to sell my CDs to these people. Back when there was CDs, we talking about back. So um, let me go to the club, try to sell my CDs to these people. Oh, okay, somebody I seen that artist talking to the DJ. Let me go talk to the DJ. Let me go shake the trees. Let me see what I need to do. And most things it's through trial and error. But shout out to the people along the way that helped me, that steered me in the right directions, that let me know the game. um and listening, just listening to people that made it, that's making it, that has been somewhat successful in it, just soaking up all kind of knowledge and gems that I can along the way, and then applying them in my path, going through my trials and errors, and ultimately, you know, knowing how to move on the entry level, at least in the business. So it
Mhm.
was trial and error mostly.
I love that.
In Dallas, Dallas don't really have uh, the music scene is still building in Dallas. So we don't really have the people in place that can teach you certain things in the industry, compared to in Atlanta or Houston, which is only 3 hours away. or New York or Los Angeles. We don't have really not really people in place that can get you to that next level. So, in Dallas it's kind of hard, but trial and error. Like I said, you got to go through stuff. Like you just got to get out there, get your feet wet. Um, you got to get hit in the head a couple times, unfortunately. So that's just a part of the game. Just your will and your hard work. You shake off that hit in the head. Bandage it up and keep going and learn how to weave it the next time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to DJ Abel from New Jersey checking in. DJ
DJ Abel, what up?
DJ Mark Edwards from Missouri. Yes, you guys can ask questions. Just write it in the chat and then we'll put them on the screen, okay?
Facts.
Listening to what you just said, I understand, to a certain degree, every city and stage don't always have things like that. And that's why, because even with our business, we do a lot of artist development and stuff, but we do it all virtually. Why? Because they always say strangers is going to be your biggest supporters.
That's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
it
Real
is true.
talk.
Sometimes you will not find everything in your city or your state, so you have to outsource. And one thing that we always have to explain to them is stop complaining about something that's not changing, because that's not helping you. You know what I'm saying? If you got to go
Right.
outside the box, go outside the box. In a perfect world, our family friends will be our first supporters, the first ones to buy our music, our merchandise, our products. But it doesn't happen like that for everybody. So you're gonna sit around and complaining, or you're gonna go get your bag somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I love the fact that you still did what you had to do. A lot of people quit after a while. There's a lot of people I've met and being in this industry for like almost 20 years that's quit. Like, I tried it, but nothing really happened, and I got a family to feed, and I can't just be chasing a dream. And it's like, did you really work hard at it, or you kept being at hamster wheel going nowhere? Not trying new
Yeah.
tactics, or you invested $1 and then got nervous, and then you just want to call it a quits. But at the end of the day, like they say in a lot of business meetings, everyone is not built to be an entrepreneur. Everyone's not built to be an artist. So it's different
Right.
things for different people. Nina, if you want to bring up the first question
Yeah, I
from the
got you.
audience.
I got you.
Okay.
There you go from DJ Mark Edwards. The question is, do you have a network of like-minded artists you rely on, and what do you do to support each other?
It's one other artist, Sizzling Sunny. He another artist on the record label. Um, yeah, we like minded. We sit down and he'll send me a song. I tell him I like the beat, but I think you shouldn't sing on it that much. It's drowning it out. Um, I send him something and vice versa. We'll be in the studio session, and he'll be like, "Hey, bro, you didn't hit that. You didn't hit that. Pick your energy up." Okay, bet, yeah. Nah, that don't sound right. Don't say them lyrics, man. Change that. It's so yeah. It's one other artist that we kind of bounce each other. Help each other, lift each other up in that sense. Um, so yeah, I definitely try to surround myself with like-minded people. People who I know that's gonna hustle hard in the music. Um, yeah, man, that's the best thing going. Like you don't want to, surround yourself or be around a person that's half doing it. Everybody hustle different. Like how I hustle hard is not how you hustle hard. I feel like I'm going 110%, and you might be going, you might be going 80%, but you think you're going 110%. I'm like, nah, you ain't going 110%, brody. So yeah, I try to do that for sure, and it's one person that I commend, Sizzling Sunny, for that.
That's awesome. And I love the fact that you are okay with just having that one artist. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't need a bunch of them. As long as you have that one great person that you can lean on and confide in and can work with you, that's a beautiful thing. Sometimes people can never find their one. You know what
Right?
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Even with me, all the hats that I wear in the industry, I have my people for certain parts. I remember I was in the awkward phase as an artist that the people I trusted the most, they was already on a level that I wasn't on. So when I asked them questions about an independent artist, they literally couldn't answer it because they already been signed. They never had to go through what I've been through. So I'm just like, wow, I have a connect that I can't even go to for help. This is concerning. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, I found my people. Shout out to Chanel Narcissus, incredible singer out of Baltimore, Maryland. She's one of the artists I love talking to, just laughing and joking because she understands and relates. And sometimes that one person is all you need.
For sure.
You know, what did DJ Abel say from New Jersey?
Okay, my man DJ Abel, WLFR South Jersey goes through the same thing. Plenty of talent, but not a location for substantial music industry resources. But your grind and willingness to travel and take advantage of social media resources will get you places. Facts.
And that's
Yeah,
true
because,
because oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say that's true because like during these 3 years that I told you I've been professionally in the music, I've been traveling a lot too. Not staying in Dallas or just Texas. It's been I done performed in I would say at least 20 different states, multiple different cities within these last 3 years, and I've gotten so much farther, you know, just by not staying in my city. Like I've met so many DJs, radio mix show DJs, radio program directors, promoters, hosts, MCs, people that can get you to the next level. You know what I mean? And without traveling, I wouldn't gonna be able to meet these folks. You know what I'm saying? Without traveling, I wasn't gonna be able to do that because I was just the artist just stuck in the neighborhood, wondering how. Like, okay, this go hard. Somebody gonna pick me up. Somebody gonna hear somebody. It ain't. You know what I mean? Like it's different. I had a football mentality, like where like if you good in football, somebody's gonna find you. You good in sports, somebody gonna find you. But like music, you gotta go put it in their face. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment, you gotta go put it in their face more so. So yeah, man, traveling is everything. Getting outside of your city, outside your circle, your neighborhood is everything.
Well, facts. It could be even like that in sports. Like you can be the best man in your high school, but if your recruiters don't see you, you ain't gonna get that college scholarship. You know what I mean? You still gonna be the best football player in your high school. You know what I mean? And you could have been one of the greats, but no one saw and recognized their talent. So I definitely understand that. That. My man Mark Edwards got one more question for you. Since lastly, is there something you do today that you wish you had known to do years ago?
I wish I would have left the city years ago. I wish I would have left the city. I wish I would have knew the importance of relationships. You know what I mean? I wish like now, like traveling, like I said, going from city to city, state to state. That'll get you many doors open. But like the relationships too, man. It's a lot of the times it's about who you know and how you know the relationship you build with them that'll get you to the next level. You know, so I wish I would have been doing that years ago.
There it is. Smart man. And she's back. TQuest, what up?
Sorry, Beyonce called me. All right, sorry.
Okay.
She was like, "Who is Mr. Ace? It's Blakknewz." Okay, she don't even talk like that. But shout out to Said Wines. Now, Said Wines, he is an incredible producer, but he knows so much about the music industry. You know, I even told artists I work with, I'm like, if you just follow him, your whole career can change just reading his timeline. And he dropped the jewels for free. Now, I say a lot of people don't take advantage of social media. Like, if you're on YouTube, instead of watching a cat chasing a cucumber and jumping from it, like, use it to your advantage. But a lot of people don't do that, and they're still wondering why they're the hamster in the wheel, keep going and not doing things. So I just want to give a special shout out since he's here on a check-in. And since there's so many people here Let's talk about this music that you and your team brought to us for this interview. Okay. So there were
Hmm.
two songs, correct?
Yes, two songs. Yep, two
All
singles.
right. All right. So which one would you like to talk about first?
Uh, we could talk about the bouncing up first.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we could talk about the bouncing up first.
All right. So how did that song come about?
Bouncing up. I heard the beat. I was fishing through beats, looking for what I felt was a hit from a production standpoint. So I heard the beat. I'm like, okay, yeah, this. I can hear this in the club. I can hear the dancers dancing to it. I can hear people up on it. Yeah, it's up tempo. Okay, yeah, let's ride with this. So I did the hook, and then the concept bossing up. It was just like, okay, I'm a boss. I need somebody to match that. You know what I'm saying, that boss status. So I'm thinking about the females in the industry, or the females around that can make this track, that can make it, that can complete it. So I thought about Meg The Stallion and Cardi B and all these. Like, nah, they way outside the budget. We got to get somebody else. We got to shoot at somebody else. So Erica Banks, she from the city. She from Dallas. At the time she was going up, the busted was going up. Okay, well, let me reach out to their team. So I reached out to them to try and get a feature from them, and they hit me back, and there it was, and Bossing Up featuring Erica Banks. It's that's what it is.
I love
That's how
that.
it
I
came
love that.
about.
I love that. And shout out to Erica Banks. I remember we interviewed her when she first came out with Busted. And we interviewed her before the challenge started, I believe. So when
Okay,
I heard the
okay.
challenge, I was like, why that song sound familiar? Like, and it was genius. Once again, taking advantage of social media, taking advantage of TikTok and
Hmm.
challenges. It's all here. It's easier. You just have to know how
Yeah.
to use it. And I'm so proud of all her accomplishments. She's came a long way. So kudos to Erica Banks. Now, this is a question I love to ask people, especially depending on what level you are. People always talk about A and C, but the part people really want to know is B, right? And that is, how did you get the connect? You know what I'm saying? How did you get the jewel? So even though she's from your city, how did you know who to call to make the feature happen?
Like what you just said, I just utilized my social media. I went to an Instagram page. It had the management up under the bio, and I hit up the management. I emailed them. I had um I had one of my close friends write up the email so it looked professional. It looked like a business was reaching out. So we sent the email, and they said, "Hey, well, let us hear the song. We'll see if we will approve the song."
Hmm.
And they heard the song, and from the emails, I got a phone number, and I started talking to management, back and forth like that. So it was just a matter of sending the email, getting on Instagram, seeing who the management was, and sending the email. It was that simple.
I like that.
That is, I like that. I like that.
Because the information is there for a reason.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts.
So they're gonna check you out to make sure you're not like a scammer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's definitely smart to do. Because even the managers, I tell people, celebrities are regular people. They just a
Right.
little bit more popular. A big account is totally different. But they're just regular people, and their managers are regular people. It's just all about how you conduct yourself as a
Yep.
professional and going through the proper channels to handle your business. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Now let's talk about the second song.
Now,
Gangster party.
let's talk about the second joint after we play the first one. Let's do it like that.
Okay.
Let's get the
Okay.
first one. Let's get that first one some burn.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Then you can talk about the second. I mean, we can do it like that.
Alright. So Mr. H is Blakknewz. Won't you introduce the song?
Yeah. Mr. H's Blakknewz, Bouncing Up, feature Erica Banks. On all streaming platforms, y'all go get it. Video out on YouTube. That's what it is.
Let's get it.
Who the fuck is Danny?
I love this, she love it. Savage, bossed up, that's how we coming. Not for the games, we don't play that. No matter the cost, if it costs, we gon'
Okay then.
Okay. Shout out to DJ El Nino for the video flex as usual. Always doing his thing, always doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're winning awards, Nino. But yes, I know. But yes, love the tracks. Okay, love the tracks. But it's not about me right now. I actually want to take it to the live viewers, so we can give you your flowers now. Sounds good?
For sure, yes, that's good.
Awesome. Okay. Now these people can write. We need to put the number on the thing so they can call in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, ATL saying great job, good job on your track. Okay. That was from before about the whole using traveling as a tool and using the internet is a great thing. I'm not even gonna go into all that. Mark, we love you so much. I swear for God we do. Okay. DJ Abel. He loved the fact that you took your time with everything, following up. As y'all can see, all that we're going to keep it moving because we're going to get into the tracks and the feedback on the actual tracks. Nino.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just looking at the. Let me turn my mic up. There it is. I'm back. All right. I'm looking at the feedback as well. Do you have a clean version of this song? These songs?
Not of the second one, but the first one with Erica Banks, I do have a clean version.
All right, we're gonna need a clean version because you got. It looks like you already have four stations that are spinning. You know what I mean? If you had a clean version, you know what I mean. You got my man Mark Edwards who hit it up. Said he's making mixes for two radio stations. That if you had the clean version, I know he'll add to the mix. You got my man from FM Spin, my man from WLFR, who needs the tracks. You know what I mean? And I know I need the tracks. You know what I mean? Because I'm on several stations as well. Now, you hit the clean versions up, I can play them. I understand that y'all like them dirty joints, but you want them radio spins, you gonna need them clean joints for real.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that the clean version was sent to you for the bossing up, but I definitely get that out there. I definitely get that to you as soon as possible because I had those on deck. I had that on deck like right now. But the second song, which is Tone, that's just something that's on the album. I didn't think that I don't have the radio edit for that one, but I can get it soon though, so that's not a problem either. So
I tell you like this, and I'm for real. You send me the clean joint of that first one tonight, because it's about time. I'm submitting mixes too for this mix Memorial Day weekend.
Gotcha.
You give me that clean joint tonight, I'm going to populate it to these DJs that want it. See, there you go. Now Mark gonna put you on the third station. You send him to me tonight, not tomorrow, because I may forget.
I can send it to you right now.
All right.
I got my laptop right now. The service tank is on deck.
While you guys do all that, I want to give a special shout out to Ruby Murray. Because even with Ruby, she works in the music industry too. She does photography, makeup, artist management, and all this stuff. But even as not just working in the industry, but as a consumer,
facts.
Just being a fan of the work. Because we know a lot of people in this industry is not really trying to support one another. They just all for self. So when you have people that actually like your stuff and rock with you and just want to support it, just off of GQ is it's a great thing. And yeah, shout out to the raps in his verse. Definitely, he got the talent. Definitely has talent. And even me personally, not just because I've been in radio for over 10 years, but as a consumer, I personally enjoy clean music. It's I don't think there's not many dirty versions that I personally like of songs, but
Hmm.
even for me, I enjoy clean music, so we definitely need that um to rock out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's why I tell other people, when you invest in yourself and when you push yourself out there outside of just throwing stuff on SoundCloud or whatever,
Facts.
you just never
Facts.
know what's going to
Facts.
happen. Even being on the show with myself and DJ El Nino, we don't just ask cliche questions. We really want to know more about you. Because as we ask more questions about you, and separate you from the rest, the live viewers, they get more intrigued.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And then they're more interested in you. And then they get excited by the time we play the music. As long as the music match up with the flow of the incredible interview, if it's hot,
For sure.
our followers is gonna rock with it.
Yes, sir.
The consumer is gonna
That's
put in
what's
their
up.
playlist. The radio stations and the DJs will put it in rotation. Long as it's done properly, of course, PG, clean version, radio edit, because a lot of us we work in the radio
Yep.
stations automatically. Long as you do your job as an artist, we can do our job on the media side. It's literally that simple with a lot of us, but most people don't take the time to do that. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
kudos to you and shout out to all our supporters that's with us. But I think we have some questions over here because the chat is going crazy and I don't want to miss anything out of respect. So we're gonna go here, DJ El Nino.
There you go. Got my man DJ Abel, WLFR-FM, New Jersey. Said I have to ask, what other topics do you write about? I want to know how diverse you are. He is, meaning you, in the choice of production and subject matter.
Man, there's so many topics that I write about. I have a song called "Game Needs Me." It's talking about uniting the youth gangs that we have around, like black gangs. It's talking about uniting the gangs. I got songs about, man. It's so many. Like I said, Winter Blues. It's talking about how the it's still cold in the summertime. Um, it's Man, it's so many subject matter, so many concepts. You just have to check it out. I got a song called "Weapons" with DNA, the battle rapper out of New York. It got a Jay Z and Nas sample in it. Took it to the East Coast on that. Um, man,
What's,
it's
what's
so
the name of
many.
that track? What's the name of that?
It's called Weapons. We got a
Weapons?
video too. Yeah, it's called Weapons. It's just
Okay.
uh so I
All
got a
right.
video to it and now. But yeah, it's so many. I don't just stick on you know the street stuff. You know what I mean? The hustling. I don't just stick on that, man. I don't really talk about violence like the drill music, like shoot 'em up, bang bang. I walk in your ass and blow your brains out. Like I don't try to do that. Like I say, man, with my music, I try to unite us as a people. I try to give pointers on how to live life. Um, I motivate. I motivate to go get money and to think. Um, Man, it's just so much. You just have to take a listen, man. You just have to take a listen. The catalog is extensive. It goes back to 2017. So it's, well over 40 songs up in there of different music, different subject matters, different concepts. And like I said, it's touching on everything from motivation to uniting the people. Um, I'm not just a rapper, and that's what I want to say too. I'm not just a rapper. I'm a rap artist. I don't just rap. I articulate. Uh, Rappers just tend to seem to just yell out anything. You know what I mean? But a rap artist, like I say, I sit down and I take my time to write the lyrics, make sure they make sense, and just make sure that people can feel them and relate to them. along with, like I said, motivating them to do, positive things. So yeah, it's diverse to answer your question.
I like that. One thing I like is as soon as you grab their attention, your catalog is what's gonna keep their attention. Like how some people back in the day they call what a hit banger, but their project don't back it up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And they was like, dang, I spent money on this whole project. I should just bump a single. Like,
Facts. Facts.
and after like a couple, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till that third single come out, then I'm gonna consider buying the project. But that's great that you have a great catalog to back up this quality of work, so people who are interested, they have other things. And I feel like based just off this conversation that if you are a diverse artist and writer, I feel that you actually probably played it off really well. Because a lot of people like, I'm a rapper, I do this to that, I write music for everybody, I do this, that, and the third. You probably should stick to that one topic and that one flow because the rest of them ain't cutting it. Like you, you laughing, but everyone does not have the skill and the gift to be a legit diverse artist. Sometimes you
right.
have to stay in that one lane for your own career. But I'm excited to hear more music and other topics that you touched upon because I think you're dope. Like I really do.
For sure. I appreciate that.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
Shout out to TQuest and NINO for the dope interview too, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
appreciate
Hey,
that.
hey, I follow both of y'all too.
Thank you. And that little snippet right there, and going on the gram and the wheel. I got my drop list, so
Yeah,
that will
there
be
you go.
coming in an email. But yeah, this has been absolutely incredible. We're glad you enjoyed yourself. So before we wrap this up, we're going to highlight you. And this is part of the show. You just talk to the people. You can have a wow moment, words of wisdom. You can remind them how to follow you. It's just you talking to your new potential fans and supporters. Let them know, what you're all about. Floor is yours.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna talk to you on this one. Walk with me on this one. I've been through the fire, so only sweat when it's hot in the kitchen. Make it to the future. Survive. That's the mission. I'm ambitious. Make it to a meal is my ambition. I can't stop, I won't quit. Forget a hope and a wish, cause I'ma do it for sure. Even though it's 10 years later and I ain't came close. But in other areas I grew. I still grow. I know it's raining outside cause I'm looking through the window with my umbrella and coat. Yesterday I got wet, but I'm ready for the next. Can't settle for less cause I want more. That's in my core. Mr. H's Blakknewz, man. Y'all follow me on Instagram. MRHIZBLAKKNEWZ. I know it's long, but just put MRH in and it's gonna pull up. You'll see me. Bossing up, it's out now, man. Y'all go get it. It's on all DSPs. Gangsta Party, it's out too, man. That's streaming, it's going up. Hey, man, y'all just holler at me again. Mr. H's Blakknewz. I'm representing Dallas, Texas, Grove side. You know what I mean? Real Reality Record shout out. You know what I mean? That's what it do, man. Y'all follow me. Hopefully y'all can get motivated by the music to go do something, go change something out here in this world. That's what it is. Mr. H's Blakknewz.
I like that.
It's great. This was so fantastic.
Yeah, great job. Great job.
For
Absolutely.
sure. Appreciate it.
When you come out with more music, stay in contact with us, okay?
Oh, definitely.
Because it's all you met all the criteria of the artists that we love to work with and support. You're professional, great personality, know how to sell
Appreciate it.
yourself in a proper manner, and your music backs it up.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, we know thousands of artists. We would love to help everyone, but as tastemakers, we have a job to do. We can't just play your
Definitely.
music because we like you as a person. We have
Right.
to put in rotation the music of the consumers that are listening and for the sponsors that pays bills. So
Definitely.
we can be cool. I can invite you to the cookout. I'll save you 2 pieces of fish, right? But if your music ain't popping like that, I'm sorry, but you cannot be in rotation. It's not the personal, it's just business. But like I said, I'll save you 2 pieces. Okay.
Wow, wow.
For sure. For sure.
Understand. But yeah, this has been absolutely incredible. And like I said, stay in contact with us.
Yeah. Send that service pack. And I put some, what I mean? I send this to some
Okay.
folks.
I'm about to send that right now. Is your email, is it in your bio on Instagram?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, facts. You can send it now.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
we
cool.
keep it easy. You can
Okay,
either
cool,
do
cool, cool.
DJLNino at Gmail, or you can do TQuestGLM at Gmail,
Yeah,
or you can
real
do
simple.
Gotta Love You Radio at Gmail. Like you know what it is. You gotta keep it simple and easy for the people to get.
Oh yeah, well I'm about to use all of them. There's gonna be some BCCs up in there. You
All
know
right,
what I
there you
mean?
go.
So yeah. So yeah,
All right.
let's do
All right, I'm
it.
looking forward to that. If I get that
All right.
tonight, I'll send it to these people that need it tonight. All right. Look like he's froze.
Remember the mannequin challenge? Well,
All right.
okay. As we head on out of here, we're gonna just like let him. Oh, okay. Can I remove her? Great. That was fun. Yeah.
And they fries in 2 piece.
Now you pushing it, okay? Now you pushing it. Or you and DJ. So if you DJ, I'll get you 2 pieces, fries, and a drink.
Wow. I'm getting awards, so I need a little more. Let me stop. Oh, and he's back. He's back. He's
Back. We
back.
see you.
All right.
Yeah, I guess it was a little technical difficulties right there, but yeah, I'm about to go and send them send that service pack now to y'all.
All right.
We
There
love
it
that.
is. There it is.
Appreciate
Yeah.
appreciate it again.
All right.
Absolutely. Anytime. Okay.
All right, my brother.
Really.
It's
All right,
been
y'all
nice,
take it
man.
easy.
Yes, sir.
We gonna link
Yeah.
again for sure.
All right.
Facts.
There it is. See, that's the way you come back. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That was good.
Come back, quality artist, articulate. You know what I mean? Quality song.
Mm-hmm. So definitely shout out to Mr. H is Blakknewz. Shout out to Hits Cartel Radio and
Facts.
DJ Cyclops from Texas, DJ Graham from Florida.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock. I'm just saying.
what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, DJ El Nino in as well. So that's
Well, I'm on the station too,
facts,
okay?
facts,
Every
facts.
Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, you can find me on His Cartel Radio. Okay?
There you go.
Now, back to that Ruby wants to go to, right? See, things is different now, and it's like I'm always going to write the next response because the next response is going to have my name in it. Things are so different now, right? It's like everyone's like, when you come in here, when you go in there, when you come into my city, when you come into my state to hang out, have a barbecue. I'll be like,
All right, Mark. If I get that joint, I'll get it to you, my brother.
thank you, Mike. Things is different. Back to like what I was saying, right? No, but like things is so different now. And this is not really about like the cookout. You girl, if you're on the cookout, you're definitely invited. But it hits on something different. It's like the other day someone hit me up when I'm coming through the city and state, have a barbecue and stuff. And I get it that they just miss me. And it's gonna have a good time, just catching up and everything. Aw, babe. But not to be a douche. We have to realize everyone lives in different cities and states.
Facts.
So I would have to change my schedule a little bit, book a flight, which is like $1,000
Oh
nowadays,
my God.
get a hotel room to go out to a different city and state to catch up,
You get
to
2 pieces
eat
of fish.
2 pieces of fish that I'm not even guaranteed to get. Like, I know you shouldn't look at it like that, but sometimes you have to look at it like that.
Well, because it is like that. Oh my God. I had to relocate to have the mic placement properly. This is great. This is great. All right.
What?
I'm just saying. I feel I was always been jealous of you on this show. Your mic looking so fresh. Me, half my face is getting covered. You know what I mean? So now in the new studio, I feel great now.
I'm glad you feel great.
You know what I mean? But you're right on the cookout stuff. You know what I mean?
It's not even just the cookout. It's like, look, I get it. The world is opening up, right?
Right.
And it's feeling a little semi-normal again. But like we said before, I ain't there.
No,
Even
I'm
like
not there.
when it comes to me going back home to Connecticut to see my family, I used to say family and friends. Now it's like if I go, you gotta be kinfolk.
Right.
Like I'm talking about like first cousin to me. But I'm still not trying to see everybody. I'm still not trying to hang around a lot of people. I no longer want to do my little tours. It's just life is different, and that's something that people have to realize
And accept. Not
You
just
don't wanna
realize.
accept
They gotta
it.
accept it.
They don't want to,
Well,
especially when they're not the ones whose life has changed drastically.
Well, that's real. Like when I go back home, I used to do my running around as well. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that get attitudes with you. Yeah, why didn't you say something? We could have.
You was here. You didn't even tell me.
Yeah.
I ain't had time to see you. And even though you may think that's special,
Yeah.
you was not on the list.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it's not even trying to be funny. Like, people just feel that they are that important and special in your life.
Right.
That it should be a given that if you come into town, you automatically should at least hit them up.
Yeah. Well,
No.
it's not always like that. You know what I mean? And it's not. You're not trying to be funny. You're not trying to be uncaring. But life is different. Life is different now.
He be out in the streets. I see his pictures every day. He posts on social media.
Yeah, ABL and wife, he'd be running the streets. I see y'all out there
He be in the
at
streets.
the axe place. I saw you out there while people throwing axes, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, it's you still have to live life. You still should enjoy life. You should still be happy and all that stuff. But it's kind of like with people when they turn vegetarian, pescatarian, vegan. You know what I'm saying? Their life has changed.
Facts.
That does not mean they should try to force it on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's your life. This is my life. Look, you and I was eating cheeseburgers yesterday, so don't get mad at me and feel like you're uncomfortable because you sit next to me today and I want a cheeseburger.
Right.
You know, you chose that lifestyle. You know what it is. So it is what it is. It's not like, well, it depends. You know, the alcoholics, they can't fight temptation. That's a little different.
That's different.
It's all about
That's different.
not owning your lifestyle on somebody else. and we should be mature enough and adults to try to understand the other party.
Right.
And that's something a lot of people don't even try to do.
Okay.
And in their mind, if you don't understand their perspective, you just crazy.
Well, like I said, there's a lot of things that I used to do that I ain't doing again right now. Maybe I'll do it again soon, but I mean in the future. Let's not even say soon, but I'm not doing it. When I go back home, there's a few people that I will say. And if I run into somebody else while I'm out there, you know, that's cool. But yeah, that's what I mean. See right there, my man Sean wrote. The cool thing about the people in my circle, no matter how much time passes, the bond is still strong. And when we do link up, it don't feel like any time passed. Facts. We pick right back. That's facts. That's facts. I've seen Sean maybe, I don't know, a handful of times in the last at least 5, 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
But when we meet up, it's like we still road dogs. You know what I mean? He's definitely in the circle. You know what I mean? So he knows it. I know it. I know it. You know.
Yeah, I get that because I used to tell people that all the time. I said one thing I do love is my core friends because they're actually mature and we can not talk for weeks, months, years, and we just pick up what we left off.
Facts.
You know, if it's a real friendship, it's a real friendship, and not even that. It's just you're growing older, you're living different lives, you start living different cities, different states. You have more responsibility. You have husbands and wives and boyfriends and girlfriends and kids and jobs. Like for a lot of people, it works, but it's not gonna work for everybody.
Yep.
And if you want to people, hey stranger, oh you got time for me? People like that? No, I don't.
Facts. Facts. Yeah, get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Get out of
It's
here.
like, oh, I'm just joking. It's to the point. It's like you gotta give them the same thing. It's like they bother you. I'm like, yeah, hey stranger. I'm like, last I checked, you know my name.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because it's corny.
And real talk, I think people who do that don't realize that they're solidifying the door being closed even more. You feel what I'm saying? I'm for real. Yeah, so I mean, you know what it is. Life change, people change, and you can either adapt or be dismissed.
And some people, it's like when they're used to people accepting everything. When one person don't, they look at the one person like they the crazy one.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like that corny joke, New Year's. I haven't seen you since last year. You know what I'm saying? And everyone always laughing at that corny joke. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. Cause my grandma did all the time, and I told her every year that she was corny. R.I.P. But if you get that one person like, what? Oh, okay. It's not that they can't take a joke. It's just not funny.
Yeah.
It's like one of them dad jokes. Just like, really, and it's okay for them not to like it because they're individual and they have the right not to like it.
Facts.
You know, even the whole stranger thing back in the day. Oh, don't call me a stranger. I used to apologize for this foolishness. So glad I'm grown as an adult. I was like, oh, don't call me stranger. You know, I've been really busy doing some stuff. I've been working like crazy. Like, I'm still here. Now I'd be like, what? You know my name. Well, I have heard from you a while. Okay. And you got my phone number. We have mine too. Yeah, but you don't want to ask it for me. Yo, it's just to the point,
real.
like,
that's real.
You got to have these conversations. Like, we back up top on the East Coast, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real.
And you got to get in that stance like, yo, what up?
That's real.
Like, you got something to talk about or not? They're like, why you got to be like that? Be like, what?
That's right.
We're not in our 20s anymore. We're not teenagers. We're not sitting on the phone for hours talking about nothing.
Yeah, that's right. That's for
like
what?
Life is different.
For what? For what?
Why don't you get that?
Yeah, and I know it's hard for some folks to accept it. You know what I mean? Because I went through it. I mean, because my life has changed crazy in the past year.
Yeah.
So, and I know some people are harder to accept things than others, but at the end of the day, you gotta accept it, and you know, I'm gonna be me. Uh, I'm gonna be the same me. You know what I mean? But a happier me. So
Oh, like
you know
that.
what I mean?
I like that.
So
I've changed.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm still Miss Happy Go Lucky. I still have the greatest personality ever and
Right.
everything. But I don't walk on eggshells and spit everybody else's feeling when nobody was checking for mine throughout
Shouldn't
the
have to.
years. You know, so my new thing is we talk about it all the time. It's protecting our energy. You know, if it's not a great
Oh my
vibe,
God.
I'm over here with it. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like there's gonna be some tension, I step away from it. I'm I'm not the type of person who like debates. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. Laugh at check. If you are not my man's, if you're not my husband, boyfriend, or whatever, if you don't pay my bills or whatever, why are you questioning me?
That part. That part.
But I love the ones that be like, Wes, I'm hitting you up, just checking on you, see how you doing. I know you're a really busy person, you're doing your thing. I just want to say hi, what's up? I'm like, how you doing? Thank you for checking in. Like, how's everything? Everything's good. Okay. And they're like, I know you're busy, so I'm not gonna do it any time. I just want to say hi, and I appreciate stuff like that. Once in a while, I'll do some long conversations, but not anymore. And a lot of it's not personal. If you want to take it personal, then to a certain degree, I understand. And if you want to take it to the point that you're 100% offended, I mean, I just have to accept that. But I'm not changing who I am today, especially when it's an even better version of myself and it's more healthier for my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's just a mic drop. I'm just sitting back here listening to the gems. This is real.
Because we back, baby. They missed us.
Facts. Facts. It was. I had a lot of people. When y'all coming back? We back, and we ain't done. Stay tuned.
Oh my god, we got some great fun coming up for you guys.
Stay
Some
tuned.
surprises, some like everything. But for the ones who are tuned in, if you haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media at TQuestGLM, at DJ El Nino, our radio station, Gotta Love You Radio. But most importantly, we're really trying to build up our YouTube, okay?
That part.
So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Do not be one of those Aggie people that see that we have over 1,000 subscribers, so you're not going to do it and act like you don't notice. I think that is
It's petty.
so
It's petty.
corny.
Yep.
They got enough followers. Like, it's
Yep.
here's the funniest thing. The people who care about followers and following on like IG and Twitter where you can see them, which to a certain degree is kind of corny.
Right.
And you want to make sure they have more followers and people they follow, like they're cool, like it really doesn't make a difference. I get that to a certain degree.
It's right, Miss 10K.
But when it comes,
I'm at 45. I'm trying.
get there. You gotta see one show, like I got you.
Well, yeah. That probably helped me get to 5,000. I may get to 5K now.
I mean, like we here. But when it comes to YouTube, it literally doesn't even affect you.
Facts.
Once in an orange moon, you may get a video for someone you have subscribed to that you can just watch
Yep.
or dismiss. That's it. So for you to be a hater and not subscribe to someone because you think they may or may not see, I think that's the most corniest thing in the world.
Nah.
Either you want to do it or you don't. That's it. And don't be like, well, you got enough, so it isn't. Like, no, if you rock with us, just subscribe.
There it is. There
You
it
know,
is.
if you miss a show and you enjoy our show, just like any other show, the Steve Harvey show, the Ricky Smiley show, the Breakfast Club, and you want to check it out when you want to go, you can just rock out with us, put a comment if you want, click like, just engage, because based on what you guys tell us, you guys enjoy our show just like those other shows.
Well, yeah. And that's the point because, I mean, when I start being more, there you go, 10K, I like that. when I started becoming more visible on the show. You know what I mean? I started getting people hitting me up like, damn, um, I'm surprised that you're doing something like that because I never pictured you doing it. Um, yeah, see, there it is. There it is. All right, tune in tomorrow. Just
Literally.
I'll leave it at that. Tune in tomorrow. Same time, same channel. But I had people checking me out like, damn, I didn't think you would ever do something like that. I'm like, yeah, join the crowd because I never thought I was gonna do anything like this. But doing stuff like this with you has opened my minds to doing other things. You know what I mean? Not just being the one that comes on here playing a record and dipping out, but actually coming on here and thoroughly engaging in interesting conversations with you and the guests as well. I'm loving it. You know what I mean? And people have seen it and like, yo, I'm loving the show, and they hit me up and saying like, when are y'all coming back? And I love that.
That's what it's about. Just like Mr. H is Blakknewz. He's on the show,
Right?
telling his story. His great music backs it up. So now people are gonna check him out and see what else he got in the catalog.
Facts.
Just like we're here, either my fans and supporters or yours are like, what you doing on the show? Right? They watch it.
Yeah. Well, your fans are like, why NINO on the show? You know what I'm saying? What is that? What is he doing? Why? Who he?
Oh my god. And
Coming soon.
then they enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And they want to come back and see some more. And that's what I'm telling you guys. Like, we prefer you to watch the replays on YouTube.
Yeah, you can watch the
Not to
replays.
quote
Yeah,
it.
facts. Yeah,
So
there
if
go. Check
you
it out.
rock with us genuinely, not them corny people, and you enjoy the show, and if you miss it, we're asking you politely if you can just watch the playback on YouTube.
Check it out. I'm sure there's some shows that you'll like. You know what I mean? We interview all kind of people.
Ooh, I love the show. But even what you were saying, like, you came on the show to help out, which I greatly appreciate.
Right.
Well, I remember one time when celebrity artist S.J. Hampton, when your music was clipping, and you was like, I got you.
I got
came
you.
through, played the music, made the interview even more better. And then I had the other Captain Quest show, shout out to Captain Fat Nipple, and he was on, we was on hiatus. To a certain degree, he had some, work stuff to do, and you filled in for him and stuff. And then, when it comes to a lot of artists that kept booking with their music we played, and with us living in the world of virtual, you want to make sure your sound is right.
True.
And who else to have on the show? Like, so just some little things. It's like it's like you elevated in the business and the company, right?
I did.
From the mailroom
For real.
to the first floor
I did. Yep.
to the top floor. But sometimes that happens, just like in life as children. You
Yep.
play different sports, you get different activities, you try new things to see if you like it, to see if that's something you want to do for the rest of your life. Even as an adult, you try new food, new places. You find out you like this place for your vacation spot. Like, it's trying new things and seeing if you gonna like it, and then you're like, dang, I'm still here and I like this. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
It's like
That part.
jobs. I'm only here for the summer, give me a little cake, and then I'm gonna do what I do. Next thing you've been at the job from 10, 15,
now
30.
now you're retiring from that job you're supposed to be working in the
You
summer.
know what I'm saying? It
That's
happens.
real.
Or,
That's real.
you know what's so funny about this stuff? When I be meeting people who be saying that, I'm like, okay, you've been in this job for that many years and you love it so much, and now you're a general manager, but did you ever actually try to buy into the franchise or own your own store? Or, like,
Well, yeah.
I think it's a legit question.
No, that's real. Take some of that knowledge that you have learned. I mean, but real talk, everybody ain't meant to be a boss.
You right.
You know what I mean? Everybody's not meant to be. Everybody's not built to be a boss. You know what I mean? I'm glad to be, to be co-boss, with you on this and other things we do. Because, you know how that is. But definitely everybody's not meant to be a boss. Everybody's not meant to be a boss. Everybody's not meant to be a supervisor. Some people are just meant to be, workers. You know what I mean?
Yes, best boys.
And are happy doing that. So.
Absolutely. And my thing is, I'm glad that we connected. Because the show's here in Greater.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but before we get out of here, I want you to remind the people of the great news that you received today.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna give a shout out to the SCA Awards, um, for awarding me, DJ El Nino, the award for the best skills blends DJ. That's major. So thank you all for that. I appreciate that. Currently, still the Fleet DJ's Mix Show DJ of the Year. So awards piling up. I love that. And my co-host is that, as it says, the Fleet DJ's Lady of the Year. So yeah, we doing some things.
Oh,
Yeah, that part. I'm not going to do it, but I can do that.
you want to read out loud or you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. You do that.
All right, hopefully it's no like big words I can't pronounce. Now, Nino Brown, not for nothing, but it don't surprise me that you evolved to what you are doing now. This show reminds me of a conversation with the Flow Session crew, or that is
Yeah, that's
tapes and skits with the Team Tyson and Underground Sounds and all the other ish we did just because we could. You supposed to be, and congratulations on the awards, and I expected that.
Oh, that's my man. I appreciate that, bro.
It's so emotional.
Yeah, I appreciate
You
that.
guys bond is so cute.
But he's right though.
What are you talking about? Because it was so much.
Because when we used to do mixtapes or just be mixing, with the crew, we would have skits. You know what I mean? We weren't just pouring music in. We would actually have like skits and kind of questions that we would feed off of each other. So I guess it does go back to that because we damn sure did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We damn sure did that. So appreciate you, my brother.
Here's my thing.
Talk to me.
I attach myself to greatness, and I help people who are doing good become great
Facts.
because I genuinely want to see everyone happy. I genuinely want to see everyone succeed. Of course, I don't force people to do things I feel they should to be better. They have to actually want to help themselves, but at the same time, I'm here if you need me, right? Congratulations on DJ's Mix Show DJ of the Year. And congratulations to the SCA Best Skills and Blend DJ of the Year. Because like you stated earlier, you didn't really tell that many people about it, but you didn't have to. Like I said, you were nominated for a reason, and people voted for you for a reason, which means you won for a reason because of your gifts and your talent. Period. Because if you wasn't hot, you would not be on the TQuestGLM. No, but also, bro, giving you flowers now. You are one of the most talented, gifted DJs I've ever been around. And anybody knows me, I know thousands of DJs.
Oh yeah.
So when I give that compliment, no, but you're super awesome, super dope, and I'm honored to be your partner in greatness. And we do a lot of great things with the show, with different businesses, and that's what it's all about, people. Just don't be sad about things you want done that's not getting done. Go out there and find your niche.
Yep.
Take time to know you, what you want, what you desire. If you gotta go ghost to get right, do what you gotta do. Network with the right people. Find your people. Find your partner in greatness. Find your best friend. Find your crew. Figure it out. Because a lot of people out here in this world, but you have to find it. Me personally, I've been in radio for like a decade. I've worked with so many different people. Every dynamic was different. This is my favorite. This is the best. And I deserve to be here with DJ El Nino on the show. The dynamic is phenomenal, and you guys see it. Because I was patient with what I'm doing, and I went through different ones throughout the years, all great within its own, thing. But this right here is something special. What up, Carrie? What's up?
Okay, what up, man?
So you got to do that for yourself. A lot of people take more time complaining than actually trying to fix the issue and the problem.
Right.
You're human. You have the right to have your dark moments, your sad times, your moment you want to release and cry. Because you're human. Take that time. But what are you going to do after that? That's the most important. Right? What are you going to do after?
Facts.
So,
Facts.
We got... Go ahead.
I just want to thank all the people that viewed us. I'm at DJ El Nino. Now I got to change my thing now. You know what I'm saying? I got to change it now. I'm going to add another line somewhere on there.
Okay.
There it is. Fleet DJs Mix Show, DJ of the Year. I got to somewhere put the SCA Awards, Blends, Skill. That's great. Oh my God, that's a flex. Blend Skill DJ of the Year. I got to make another one.
I gotta win me another award. Look at me getting jealous. I mean, I won a lot of awards throughout the years.
Right.
Best female rapper, best clothing line. But I think it's time to really network some. Hold on. Disclaimer. I'm not discrediting your greatness. I just gave you a lot of flowers.
Facts. Yeah, no, I understand.
I gave you roses, carnations,
All that.
tulips, daisies,
All that.
It's all about taking things to the next level. And like I stated, I won for best female rapper. That's
Right.
a great accomplishment.
Right.
I won for best clothing for the clothing line Jam collection. That's a great accomplishment. I won Fleet DJ's Lady of the Year. That's a great accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's time for me to find these award places that need to recognize this show. So
Wow.
the next award that we need to be aiming for is best podcast/radio show.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
So I believe we doing great things. So
Why
that's
not?
something that just came to my mind.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
And I think that'll be super.
You're a winner, I'm a winner, so let's win together.
Here we go.
All right?
Get it. So like you said, Nino have to change his background because he won another award. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. And you see the flex. So if you want one,
Me? Yes, you. What up? Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Hell yeah! GLM Designs can help you with just that. Word? From laptop skins, you lying, promotional flyers, yo son, promo videos, I need that. OBS Twitch overlays and backgrounds. Hey yo, let me get that. Professional one sheets and so much more.
oh my god.
Please visit our website,
I'm on it right now.
GottaLoveMeWorld.com today to check out our designs.
Got it.
Follow us on social media at Gotta Love Me World.
Follow it.
GLM Designs are here to take care of all your graphic needs.
Once again, shout out to Mr. H is Blakknewz, the artist we had today that we interview. Great human being, talented music, and you guys know we're here to know your story, the silent cry behind your bride. And if you ever want to be on the show,
The TQuest Show with DJ El Nino. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. If you think you can handle being a guest on the show, contact us today. We've interviewed independent artists to mainstream, regular folk to celebrities. You never know who's going to be our special guest, and one day it may just be you. Follow us on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM and DJ El Nino.